Hi and welcome to today's reading. If you are new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. A bit about me first. I receive messages prior to the reading through downloads, through meditation, songs that just pop into my head that have meaning in and around the other messages that I have been receiving. I then collate those messages and I pull cards, tarot and oracle cards, to further clarify the message that I am receiving. Part of my own spiritual journey, I have been guided over the last few years to create my own tarot and oracle decks, and these are the decks that I use on my channel. If you are called to any of those, the links to purchase them can be found in the description box. Now, because it is of relevance to the reading that's coming through today, I am picking up the energy of Mother Mary or the Virgin Mary. Now, for me personally, she is somebody that I pray to when I say my prayers, and Mary is represented by the colour blue. And as you will see, most of my decks are either blue and white or just blue. I'm also picking up an energy of purity. Obviously, the Virgin Mary is pure. And I'm also being drawn to, in here I've got Scrabble tile letters, I'm also being drawn to this painting which shows the image of a girl with a pearl earring. Now pearls are also deemed pure. So the song that was coming through to me this morning was Madonna's Lucky Star. Now I haven't heard that song, oh gosh, I think I was maybe in grade 7 or 8 when that song first came out. So, 35 years ago. I'm not sure of the date that it came out, but I was hearing that song and I'm just going to read some of the lyrics. You must be my lucky star because you shine on me wherever you are. I just think of you and I start to glow and I need your light and baby you know. Now another section of the song, you must be my lucky star because you make the darkness seem so far, and when I'm lost you'll be my guide. I just turn around and you're by my side. The energy I'm picking up on today, and of course we're doing a love reading, but the energy I'm picking up on is of a person who sees you as their guide, who sees you as their star. When I was getting ready for the reading, I always go into, I've got this beautiful book which is just learning different signs and symbols. I was drawn to this image here, which is the love knot, but also we've got the Star of Bethlehem there. Now the Star of Bethlehem, and in reference to Mary, the Star of Bethlehem is what the wise men followed to find baby Jesus. So this person may feel that you are very wise. As I said before, they may feel like you are guiding them. They may not understand why you are guiding them, but and a song that surrender song, they've just surrendered. And I'm hearing, there's another song, Answer the Call. They've just surrendered to it. So as I said, I was picking up on the Star of Bethlehem. I was also picking up on a diamond. Now, the recent solar eclipse actually had a diamond as the moon went across. You'll see in a lot of imagery that's come out from the solar eclipse, it leaves this little kind of bright light on the top. And so the solar eclipse actually looks like a diamond ring with a diamond on the top. I think for this particular connection, the solar eclipse potentially was some form of activation for this connection. Now, when I think of diamonds, diamond is actually the birthstone for the month of April, and we are currently in April. And then if I go further, when we look at the diamond anniversary, if you look at a wedding, the diamond anniversary symbolizes 60 years of marriage. So this particular relationship that's coming in, that's been activated by this solar eclipse, is one That is long term. Now, the fact that we had the Virgin Mary come through in symbolism for this reading, the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse that have just happened in, and I mentioned this many times in previous readings, but specifically in the solar eclipse reading. So if this reading resonates for you, you might find more information in that reading. So this year, lunar eclipse happened on the 25th of March and the solar eclipse happened on the 8th of April. The 25th of March is traditionally in Christianity, in Catholicism, it is the date that is celebrated as the Annunciation of Mary. So that's the day that Gabriel came. Well, it's not the day that he physically came, but it's the day that the church celebrates the day that he came to tell her that she was going to have a child. Now, because Easter got brought forward this year, and that date then fell within Holy Week, the Catholic Church moved that date until the 8th of April. So Mary being the moon, traditionally that is celebrated on the 25th of March, which ended up being the day of the lunar eclipse, so Mary the moon. The solar eclipse, which was the 8th of April, was the day that that celebration of the Annunciation of Mary was moved to. So the sun. So Mary the moon, Jesus the sun. And what were they following? They were following the Star of Bethlehem to get to Mary and to Jesus. The other thing which is fascinating is that a diamond jubilee, which is 60 years, the gift that's normally given for a diamond jubilee is diamonds. But an alternative gift is a ruby star. Now rubies, I was also picking up rubies in the channeling I was getting. So ruby is the sign of, sorry, rubies are the stone of July. So there may be relevance within this connection to the months of April and to the months of July. There's definitely been some activation with the solar eclipse, and there's something in there about this love knot. Now, according to Roman law, the love knot, and I'll bring it up again so you can see it. This one here. According to Roman law, the love knot symbolized the legendary fertility of Hercules. But it's also known as the marriage knot. It's a symbol of eternal love. So if we're thinking of marriages that last, diamond jubilees in marriages, 60 years, it's a symbol of eternal love. So a marriage that lasts a lifetime, and if we think about eternal love, potentially a past life connection with this person who sees you as their lucky star, who sees you as their ruby star, who sees you as their guide. Now, obviously, we're talking about ancient Rome with this love knot. So it was also incorporated into a bride's protective girdle to be untied by the groom on their wedding night. When I looked up the lyrics of Lucky Star, now I always just have my phone on random shuffle on my Spotify playlist, and I specifically ask for messages in songs. So when that song, I played Lucky Star, as I said, I haven't heard it in years and years and years, and I thought, I'll just play it, I'll just get a bit of background regarding the lyrics. And straight after that song played. Now, when you just type a song into Spotify, and it wasn't on my playlist, so I didn't go into my playlist to find it. I just typed it into Spotify. And because my phone is then on random shuffle, it will play any other song that's on Spotify. Yeah, how many million songs are on Spotify? But the song that played next was Madonna's Like a Virgin. So there is some significance, especially because part of the meaning of that love knot, which is what I picked up before I'd even shuffled those songs, there is some sort of purity and innocence to this love. Maybe it's a first love. I mean, obviously, if somebody hasn't had any other partners, it is going to have a sense of purity and innocence to it. But the fact that I have the Virgin Mary coming through, the purity in this pearl here, and of course I'm not speaking to everybody because, you know, when we're talking about, you know, the bride's protective girdle 1,000 years ago, it was not uncommon. It was actually normal for people to have not been intimate with anybody else prior to getting married. There's some sort of sense of purity in this relationship. The other songs I got were True Colours by Tom Odell. I got True by Spandau Ballet, which is an old song but just beautiful. And I got Just in Time, Oscar Peterson Trio. Now that's got no lyrics, but it is an old, it's from a Frank Sinatra tribute album. And when it played, all I could think of was old time dancing. I was thinking of what my grandparents would have done when they first met each other. They would have gone out dancing. It's got a real almost notebook feel about it. The other random thing I was getting was a jet ski. I don't know I don't know what that means, but that's what I was getting, a jet ski. So that is the messages that were coming through. I am going to pull some cards and I'm going to see where we go. I'm going to start off first with my Lovebirds Tarot deck. Just make sure I'm recording. Okay. The King of Cups. That is earth and water. Somebody coming to you to let you know that you are their lucky star. Oh, look. Ace of Pentacles. You're a gift to this person. Now, the aces are gifts from God. Ace of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in the deck. It takes a long time to build Ace of Pentacles. But if we think about that 60 years, that diamond jubilee, that wedding anniversary, this is what they see you as. They see you as long-term, one and only, true love. I'm hearing love at first sight. I go back to that marriage knot, a symbol of eternal love. Wow, the Hermit. Now the Hermit is Virgo. I think this person has held themselves back for you, put themselves in hermit mode for you. Now Virgo, the origin of Virgo is virgin, as in the Virgin Mary. In this particular tarot deck, the dragon is the symbol of God. So we've got these two birds. So in this tarot deck, this is a story. My grandmother actually gave me a set of teacups. Turn them, you're going to see. She gave me a set of teacups, and the story on the teacups I was fascinated by. I looked further into it, and it is about two lovers who are forbidden to be together, and as an act of defiance to everybody who is trying to keep them apart, they decide to run away, and God turns them into a pair of birds so they can fly away to their freedom. There's something very divinely guided about this connection. Almost like both of you have been, I don't want to say hidden away, I want to say guided to remain, or once you recognize this connection, guided to remain pure. If I think about Hercules, you know, that love knot symbolized his legendary fertility. Perhaps you're only meant to have children with this person. Interesting. Yeah, Four of Swords. Being held back, being restricted, being guided to focus on everything else, to focus on yourself rather than external things. That's the Four of Swords. Jupiter in Libra. So expanding your internal balance by focusing on yourself and not focusing on external things. And on the bottom, we've got the World, which is 21. This is the end of a cycle. So we've got Libra in here. The South Node is currently in Libra. So the things that you are moving away from in order to move towards this connection. But the World card is the end of a cycle. Now, in this particular deck, I drew the World card as a bonsai tree. Bonsai trees take an incredible amount of time to grow. Lots of patience and nurturing and care for this tree to grow. The World is Saturn. This year is 2024, which is the number 8. When you add up those numbers, it's the number 8. It's also the year of the 888 portal. The World card is Saturn. Saturn is your karma. Number 8 is karma. Karma and abundance. Something's been activated in this solar eclipse with its connection to Mary that's going to bring this connection to life because of the internal focus that you have done, that you've worked on with yourselves. And whether you are guiding this person back to you, knowingly or unknowingly, or there's a star, something that is divinely guiding you together. You must be my lucky star. Perhaps you've put this person into hermit mode, maybe by your purity and innocence. Guided them to their own spiritual wealth. The Ace of Pentacles, I mean, obviously we can see it as money, but to me, health is the new wealth. Spiritual and mental health is the new wealth. Spiritual abundance. Okay. And, you know, with the World card there, that is something that maybe had to be learnt as part of this journey back together. Nine of Pentacles. That is the card of Mother Mary, the Virgin Mary. Venus, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. This is the feminine. Venus in Virgo. That is the Virgin Mary card. Your purity and innocence guiding this person to you. Activated by the solar eclipse. There's something very divine about this connection. Seven of Wands. Mars in Leo. As I said before, I got that song Surrender. Perhaps in the beginning because the connection was so powerful, one or both of you had been a bit defensive to it. More in a way of not really understanding what was going on. But now we've seen this surrender. And now, to me, what's defensive, what's defending this beautiful Ace of Pentacles now is actually a spirit team, a group of angels, a group of guides that are actually guiding you back towards each other, activated by that solar eclipse. And as I said, Diamond is April and Ruby is July. That's the truth. Ace of Swords is the truth. My God's confirming that what I'm saying is the truth, but also this person recognizing that the guidance they are receiving from you, from their guides, is a truth that they need to follow. Yeah, the strength. That is the number 8. The strength is number 8. That is Leo, We had Mars in Leo here. I just heard it's time to go. Being drawn by something that is much bigger, something that is very, very divine, and having the strength to surrender. You must be my lucky star, because you make the darkness seem so far, and when I'm lost, you'll be my guide. The traditional drawing on the Hermit card is actually a wise old man holding a little lantern with a little star inside. You've certainly been this person's guide in the darkness, but they've had to surrender in order to follow. Two of Wands, that is making plans. Activated by solar eclipse, making plans. Two of Wands is Mars in Aries. So the South and North Node, which are the points of destiny, they are currently the North Node, which is where you're headed, is currently in Aries. The South Node is in Libra. The things that you are letting go of, the relationships that you are letting go of in order to move forward to the things that you are passionate about. Mars in Aries here. Judgment. Making a decision to come forward, activated, as I said, activated by what I call the Mother Mary solar eclipse. Judgment is also Pluto. We're currently in the Pluto and Aquarius transit. Pluto is transformation, major change that happens in order to bring you into your destined path. So Pluto and Aquarius is a 20-year transit. It happens every 250 years. The last time it happened was the French Revolution, the American Revolution. If you think of couples back there, Napoleon and Josephine, the 250 years prior to when it happened was Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. Big changes that happen. If we look at Napoleon and Josephine, that connection came together because there was a destruction of the monarchy in France. Now that destruction, and it ties in with the song that I'm getting, the song is Lucky Star. The star card is Aquarius. So Pluto and Aquarius, and this is the transit of Napoleon and Josephine. A volcano that erupted, just seeing two butterflies fly past. A volcano that erupted in Iceland prior to the French Revolution was the catalyst for the French Revolution. The people stood up and walked towards what was their North Star, their destined path. You must be my lucky star, their destined path, that Star of Bethlehem that I'm talking about. Now that volcano was called Laki, L-A-K-I, which means fortunate or lucky. Perhaps this connection, if it's a past life connection, hasn't been in the physical for 250 years. And now it's coming back. That's too many cards. Three of Pentacles, building a solid new foundation. Mars in Capricorn. And the Four of Wands, building a solid new foundation. The Four of Wands is the marriage card. The love knot symbol is the marriage symbol, a symbol of eternal love. I was getting, as I said before, diamond. Diamond wedding anniversary is 60 years. I don't know if you can hear that fly. He snuck into my house. He's trying to escape. It's almost like, so the Four of Wands is Venus in Aries. Aries, as I said before, is the north node is in Aries. Your north node of destiny. The Four of Wands is Venus in Aries. Venus is love. Two people being drawn back together because of the activation of the solar eclipse and because of the current north node in Aries. And it'll bring in justice. Justice is number 11. Two swords here. Ace of Swords and Justice on the top. Bringing justice back to this connection. With the Judgment card here, perhaps showing people that beautiful love stories, lifelong love stories, being married to somebody for an eternity, for a lifetime, or for this lifetime is something that is achievable. Gorgeous. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is Venus in Cancer. And the Death card. Death card is number 13. Death card is Scorpio. Scorpio is death and rebirth. A beautiful new beginning. And on the bottom, the Ace of Wands. There you go. That's your legendary fertility of Hercules. The Ace of Wands. Shedding light on, I mean, the Ace of Wands is a passionate new connection, but it's also, and as soon as I saw that, I see the light of that candle, I think of a match. Reigniting a connection. Showing people that lifetime commitment to somebody is achievable when a relationship's beginnings are based on purity and innocence. Okay, now I'm going to get a couple of cards, a couple of guidance cards. This is my Divine Messages Oracle deck. To think about that. Soul Family. Spiritual Connection. In Between Worlds. This, as I said, the solar eclipse activating. The months I was saying was April and July, may be of significance. Deepening the bond. Clearly decide what you want. That is that north node, south node. Releasing things that no longer serve you and moving towards what is meant for you. This Four of Wands. Venus in Aries. Boundaries. Perhaps creating boundaries with people in your life that aren't in alignment with where you are headed. Your soul family, where you are headed. If you are asking a question, the answer is yes. Okay. Angel Oracle deck, who is guiding you? $64, animals. You hear that fly again. I wonder what the spiritual meaning of a fly is. Animals, 64, animals. 48, reconciliation, love and fertility. Number 11. Now 11 is the 1111 card. You may have been seeing that. Victory. 63, travel, business, banking and commerce. 62, wisdom and philosophy. And finally, you are protected. 71, divine warrior and protection. You are protected on this journey back to each other. Number 40, consolation and comfort. Okay, I'm going to get some love messages from your person. Let's see what they would want to tell you. We need more balance. Wanting to bring balance into this connection. As I said, the South Node is in Libra. Libra is the card of balance. Libra is the card of relationships. Releasing what doesn't serve you in order to move forward to this beautiful new connection. Now, as I said, activated by that North Node and South Node, but also by that solar eclipse. Perhaps some enlightenment coming with that solar eclipse. You are a blessing. Head versus heart. I picked that up because that card fell on it. Consolation and comfort. Maybe, as I said in the beginning, this person had to surrender. Perhaps not really understanding. A bit like Mary when Gabriel came to her and said, "You're going to have a baby, but there is no husband." She had to reconcile with that divine message that she was receiving and just surrender. That consolation and comfort. Comfort in knowing that where you are being guided is where you're meant to be. Number 2 under there, love and defends injustice. We have the justice card there. Okay, let's get some more. I'm so protective of you. If you know that your person is the person that you are going to be with for the rest of your life, of course you're going to be protective of them and protective of that love. I wish we could be together right now. I'm the happiest when I'm with you. Oh, I've never forgotten you. Now, I did pick up on a past life. Or perhaps you've already been in and around this person in this current life. I really don't know if you even care. That person needing to surrender to the guidance that they are being given. I want you to put yourself first. And as I said before, if you have been this person's lucky star, if you have been guiding this person, it's because of who you are and how you act, that purity and innocence that you portray. The fact that you put yourself first has been a guiding light for this person and this relationship. I know there is important things we need to discuss. Okay, finally I'm going to get some Scrabble tiles. This may be your first, middle, last initial or that of your person. Take it as it resonates. I will call out the letters and the numbers. Oh goodness, it's probably well and truly more than what I wanted, but obviously there for a reason. So a T and a 1, a W and a 4, a B and a 3, an N and a 1, A Y and a 4, New York, could be of significance. A D and a 2. P and a 3. An R and a 1. A Z and a 10. A Q and a 10. A G and a 2. A H and a 4. An A and a 1. A V and a 4. An X and an 8. A C and a 3. A K and a 5. King and Queen. And an F and a 4. Okay, that's what I've got for you today. I am going to list the songs that I channeled in the description box. There may be more messages in the lyrics or in the music video. As I said before, if you are interested in any of my tarot or oracle decks, the links to those can be found also in the description box. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. You may be interested in going back and looking at that Mother Mary solar eclipse reading. If this reading did resonate with you, there is more messages potentially in that reading also. Thanks for joining me, and I wish you a lovely rest of the day.